we might not have seen the quantum of dollars that we've never seen, the sheer aggregate number of spend, and we're talking trillions now. But it's a percentage of global GDP. We've had higher spending. In the beginning of electricity or the Industrial Revolution. But in terms of the dollar spend right now, if you take the 10 biggest tech companies, including the big foundation model companies, and they have roughly $1 trillion of EBITDA. Okay. They also have roughly net debt of zero. So they're not levered. The balance sheet and the cash are roughly equivalent. And there's a $1 trillion of EBITDA. And there's a couple $100 billion of free cash flow after roughly about a $600 billion or more of CapEx next year. So as we said, there's $1 trillion of what I call EBITDA and no debt, no effective net debt. When you start looking at other industries and other kind of the amount of debt that can be sustained, could you lever these things up 1, 2, 3 times net debt to EBITDA? So I don't think generally tech companies have historically not added leverage, but I think there is no doubt that with the amount of the trillions of dollars of CapEx that are potentially coming, there will be leverage that will be necessary. So if you went to 1 times EBITDA, net debt to EBITDA, you'd be at $1 trillion of additional capacity, which most of that will come through leverage, in my opinion. And then there'll be, if you did the 2 times EBITDA, it'd be $2 trillion. So, and that's the kind of the what is coming in terms of the help fund. So there is capacity to fund this from the 10 biggest tech companies.